Stars 3H Tony Gutierrez, at Dallas Stars Radek Faksa 12 of the Czech Republic celebrates scoring a goal against the Buffalo Sabres in the first period of an NHL hockey game, Saturday, November 4, 2017, in Dallas. App photo, Tony Gutierrez by Joshua Freemel, staff writer at Josh Freemel Editor's note, this originally ran April 30. The Stars struck lottery gold last year, moving up from the 8th spot to number 3, and were able to select defenseman Miro Heiskanen, which made him the highest pick taken by the franchise since Mike Modano in 1988. The team had no such luck this year in the lottery. As of now, they are slated to pick 13th when the draft is in Dallas June 22 to 23 at the American Airlines Center. Let's take a look at how the last 10 picks at number 13 overall have fared. 2017, Nick Suzuki position, Sentinel team taken by Vegas Golden Knights. Current NHL team, Vegas Golden Knights. After becoming the second pick in Vegas history, behind Cody Glass at number 6, Suzuki played the entire 2017 in the All with the Owen Sound attack as an alternate captain. He tallied a career-high 100 points this, 42 goals, 58 assists, and helped his team get to the second round of the playoffs. He had 12 points in 11 playoff games. NHL Statchen, a position, defenseman. NHL team taken by Carolina Hurricanes. Current NHL team, Carolina Hurricanes, has spent the last twos with the Calgary Hitmen and Tri-City Americans in the WHL. The North State Journal's Coy Lavalette recently wondered if the Hurricanes, a team that moved up to 9 spots in the draft lottery, could use an offensive defenseman like Bean on the roster. NHL Stats A2015, Jakub Zaboryl position, defenseman. NHL team taken by Boston Bruins. Current NHL team, Boston Bruins. Boston had 3 straight picks in the 2015 draft, starting with Zed Borrell. They used the 14th selection on left winger Jake DeBrusk and the 15th selection on right winger Zach Senyshyn. The only one to have any NHL stats is DeBrusk. The Athletic's Corey Pronman recently said this about Zed Borrell when regrading the 2015 draft. Zed Borrell at 13 is the player who stepped back the most due to his hockey IQ after the highly mobile defender was once considered a top prospect. Zed Borrell went 1 pick after the Stars used the 12th pick on right winger Denis Gurianov, who Pronman said is a big winger who skates well, has skill and can be dynamic at times, but him not sold on his hockey sense or play off the puck at the pro level. NHL Stats A2014, Jakub Vrana position, LW or RW. NHL team taken by Washington Capitals. Current NHL team, Washington Capitals. Vrana, who was taken 1 spot before the Stars selected Julius Honka with the 14th pick. Sounds as if HES going through some of the same struggles that Honka is in Dallas, at least according to Sportsnet's Dmitry Filipovich. Jakub Vrana is excellent. His usage this year has been one of many perplexing things about the Capitals. Whoever is coaching this team next would do well to use him far more heavily. Filipovich. Forsberg at Dim Filipovich. April 29, 2018. The Washington Post's Adam Kilgore seems to share a similar opinion, calling Vrana a potential X-factor for the Capitals in the postseason, if he can get some ice time. He was given some ice time in Washington's Game 2 against Pittsburgh and netted his first career playoff goal. NHL Stats 94 games played, 33 points, 16 goals, 17 assists, plus 4.2013, Josh Morrissey position, defenseman. NHL team taken by Winnipeg Jets. Current NHL team, Winnipeg Jets. She has played in 163 of a possible 164 games the last 2 and has seen his point total rise from 20 in 2016 to 26 in 2017. The only player to have more ice time than Morrissey the last 2 is Dustin Byfuglien. NHL Stats 164 games played, 46 points, 13 goals, 33 assists, plus 2.12012, Radek Faksa. Louis DeLuca, staff photographer. Dallas Stars center Radek Faksa 12 and Florida Panthers center Michael Haley 18. Fight during the first period during the Florida Panthers versus the Dallas Stars NHL hockey game at the American Airlines Center in Dallas on Tuesday, January 23, 2018. Louis DeLuca, the Dallas Morning News position, center. NHL team taken by Dallas Stars. Current NHL team, Dallas Stars. A familiar face. Faksa has easily been the best draft pick by Dallas since John Klingberg in the 2010 draft. He killed penalties, went up against the other team's best players on a nightly basis and still found a way to lead the team in plus-minus for the Sports Day's Mike Hiker called the accomplishment somewhat incredible during the He also wondered this, in a perfect world, Faksa is a great third-line center on a Stanley Cup contender. He will be one of the team's best penalty killers and typically check the opposition's best forwards in any situation. However, you do have to ask if he might be a second-line center in the mold of Jordan Stahl or Ryan Kesler if the Stars don't find a second-line center in the offseason. Should Faksa be given increased ice time, including more time on the power play, he might be ready to grab more responsibility and turn into a dynamic two-way player. NHL stats: 204 games played, 78 points, 34 goals, 44 assists, plus 242-011. Sven Bertschy position, LWNHL team taken by Calgary Flames. Current NHL team, Vancouver Canucks. This is the first guy on our list that isn't with his original team. Calgary traded Bertschy to the Canucks in 2015 for a second-round pick in the 2015 draft after requesting one. The province's Ben Kuzma called the move the best of Bertschy's career. The numbers would back that up. He managed just 66 games in 4 years with the Flames. He topped that total in each of his first twos in Vancouver, 69 and 68 games played. NHL stats: 259 games played, 122 points, 57 goals, 65 assists, minus 222-010. Brandon Gormley position, defenseman. NHL team taken by Phoenix Coyotes. Current NHL team, Noneha spent time with the Coyotes, Avalanche and Devils before playing in the SHL in Europe, the only player to appear in less NHL games that was picked before him. That's right. Dallas owned Jack Campbell, who is now with the Kings. NHL stats: 58 games played, 5 points, 2 goals, 3 assists, minus 62009. Zach Kassian, Hannah Foslian. Getty Images. St. Paul, Minnesota, April 2nd. Zach Kassian, 44, of the Edmonton Oilers, looks on before a face-off against the Minnesota Wild during the game on April 2, 2018 at Xcel Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. The Wild defeated the Oilers 3-0. Photo by Hannah Foslian. Getty Images position, RWNHL team taken by Buffalo Sabres. Current NHL team, Edmonton Oilers. Kassian got his life back on track in Edmonton, according to the Edmonton Journal's Terry Jones, after struggling with alcoholism. He only appeared in at least 73 games in a once in his career before joining the Oilers, 73 with Vancouver in 2013. He's since done it the last twos in Edmonton. NHL stats: 387 games played, 117 points, 52 goals, 65 assists, minus 292-008. Colton Tuoibert position, defenseman. NHL team taken by Los Angeles Kings. Current NHL team, Noneha played in all 24 games with the Oilers in 2011 and hasn't seen any ice time in the NHL since. NHL stats: 24 games, 1 point, 1 assist, minus 52007. Lars Eller position, center. NHL team taken by St. Louis Blues. Current NHL team, Washington Capitals. The 2007 class for centers was stacked. Other names taken in that draft were Kyle Turris, 3rd overall to the Coyotes, Sam Gagner, 6th to the Oilers, Logan Couture, 9th to the Sharks, and Mikael Backlund, 24th to the Flames. NHL stats: 604 games played, 219 points, 103 goals, 116 assists, minus 24.